Merci Yann de nous avoir accepté en tant que Golder Partner. Comme il disait, Yann, il nous a, on s'est contacté, je me souviens même plus comment, mais il m'a paru un mec incroyablement simple, tellement 10x qui dit I'm not sure I want to come to your office to save some time. Et comme il disait, on a découvert que les valeurs de Decathlon et de la conférence se fitaient. Aujourd'hui, je vais essayer de vous parler de la philosophie de Decathlon, quelle est son entreprise, mais aussi peut-être un petit peu de point de vue personnel sur ce que ça veut dire de devenir 10x, d'avoir des super pouvoirs. And maybe we'll discuss what are the responsibilities behind becoming a 10x developer or someone who has a superpower. So let's intro Decathlon a bit more. Decathlon was created in 1976. It's a company that absolutely loves sports, and it's also the company that made the little bags that you have. And in fact, we also tried to be 10x in a way that this bag has been absolutely studied for the past 10 years to be 10 times more accessible than any other bag. So for example, its price is $5. We review the color panels in order to do mass production. We simplify the size and the amount of detail that it needs, so these bags can be affordable to the most amount of people. So the value of being 10x is actually engraved in our company, and we are slowly learning what it means to apply the 10x philosophy to the tech industry and sport industry. So let's talk about this. As I said, Decathlon is a 90,000 people company. We have operation over 50 countries, and we get to discover what diversity means. For example, in India, Decathlon has about 50 stores, I believe, and it's really hard to find places to play sports because they simply don't exist. In Canada, it's quite the opposite. Nature gives us a huge amount of beautiful places, and it's a true pleasure. Sometimes we don't know them, but it's a true pleasure to be in Canada when you're a sport lover. And out of those 90,000 people, we have about 1,000 engineers. 10 of them are in the room today, and they will be giving talks. We have people who are conceiving products, so we make 15,000 products ourselves. We have 11 e-commerce websites, so cheers to duplication. Shopify, PrestaShop, Magento, we have them all. All this to say, if you love sports, it's a great place to work on. For a fact, 2 months ago, end of January, we went with some of the Canadians' teammates to the Rockies to play hockey for 3 days. It's one of the most beautiful places we've ever been playing hockey. Most of us are hockey fans, by the way. And we met a guy that was called Jason. And Jason was testing some of those skates that we make ourselves. And he was trying to learn how to skate and also appreciate or not our skates that we are building. And turns out he quite felt miserably trying to skate. And we were wondering, are our skates right? We're wondering, is he a good skater? But in fact, what happened is simply the ice was garbage. And I think it really brings a point when you're trying to be an entrepreneur or a skater or a developer, who should you blame? Should you blame the platform you're skating on, or should you blame yourself? And I think most people, when they're trying to build something or start a company or sport places, in most of the people we talk to, sometimes they feel that it's not, it's them not being smart enough, not being 10x enough. But I think at Decathlon we see technology and we see a massive responsibility in building a platform on which people can succeed and to really ease out what it means to be an entrepreneur these days. No big deal if you fail, we will fix the ice. You're not a bad skater. And here's a personal story. 2 people in the room and myself started a company called Hockey Community 9 years ago in Vancouver. And we went through an insane amount of technology struggle and business struggle. Here's a photo of us when we work in our hacker house in Vancouver. Here's a photo of us switching from AngularJS to our own vanilla JavaScript framework for a mobile app because we didn't like what was available back in 2012. And we're just coding for literally 6 years in a row and change our front-end stack, I think, every year or so. So we had a very normal startup life, working a lot, a very average office. It was not incredibly successful. And we still, I think, did quite okay. Our company eventually was acquired by Decathlon in 2016. And I think it really led us thinking, what are the superpowers that we've been given? So we felt we struggled for so many years, and yet we still have some form of value. And so we sat down and kind of write down what are the superpowers that developers are developing, like ourselves in this conference. And I think the first one is capitalizing on data. Doesn't matter your software, how well it's doing. If you're living, you're capitalizing on data that can still be valuable down the road. Also, we have a chance to automate nearly everything, to cars driving by themselves, to putting some software for a sport organizer to meet the right people, to help them build, beautify landing page, etc., etc. And that really fascinates a lot of people. We also get to leverage decentralized network. Most people don't know what it means, but when you can build software with remote colleagues or benefit out of open source software that is built out of a decentralized network, you reach a level of efficiency that most people cannot even imagine. You can scale to thousands of countries and currencies and languages in no time now. And I think one of the most subtle part of our job and what's beautiful is we enjoy a culture of efficiency. Just the theme of this conference, 10x, I saw a conference right after about asking a 10x question. How much we care about documentation creates a level of efficiency that make us people, in fact, with some form of superpower, and that's absolutely enjoyable. But eventually, what it creates, you can't really see the background left, but what it says is eventually it's creating some form of inequality. And I think that's kind of our message, philosophical message that we embrace at Decathlon is when you are discovering the art of being a 10x developers or engineers or a business manager eventually, you're somehow going toward one form of wealth, and some people who don't have the chance of understanding technology on 10x factor transformation don't have. And in fact, inequality is rising around the world. People say that the top 100 people now have more wealth than 4 billion people. And some form of political unstable change, like some president being elected, or if you follow what happened in France, the Gilets jaunes, comes out of inequality. And so I think our philosophical point here is what's our responsibility out of this. For context, I think it's not just the beginning. It is the beginning, sorry, because who knows what biotech can bring. You see some people seeing disruption in how do we genetically modify human beings. So being a 10x developer in the future may be revisited at source by just revisiting your genetic code. It sounds crazy, but eventually it looks like that's where we're going. If you haven't checked out this book called Homo Deus, or 21 Lessons for the 21st Century from Yuval Noah Harari, it's a beautiful book that kind of explains what could go wrong if we learn a bit too much what it means to be 10x without thinking about responsibility. So as a Marvel fan, I was really struck many years ago by Uncle Ben from a Spider-Man. Uncle Ben used to say, with great power comes great responsibility. And I think if you study who was behind this quote, it's actually Winston Churchill that discussed about the price of greatness is the responsibility over each other thought. And I think today I invite you to think what are the thoughts that I have as soon as I discover superpowers. We built a framework at Decathlon to think about that. So we said, okay, what can we share? You can share some form of education. That's what Jan has been trying to do for many years, and that's all of you what we're doing. You can share some utility, open source software, open API, or any tools or software that helps someone build another business. You can share your distribution assets. So how can you share, how can you help people get exposure for their software? For those of you who build app stores or any real estate sharing technology. And finally, if you're a business, you can also share some monetization strategy. And so I'll focus a bit more on the monetization. But I think behind each other thought, it's what are the company I'm working for? Do we have a redistribution strategy in place behind my superpowers? And who is it helping? It's just this level of consciousness that you can develop as you discover how to be a 10x developer. Talking about monetization, we're not there yet at all, but we know our dream is to have a blockchain technology around the money that we spend. And in our case, we would like the money to stay within the ecosystem of sports entrepreneur. So Decathlon is a huge beast. We spend millions of dollars on Google AdWords, but we don't know where this money is going. And if through a blockchain strategy, we can spend marketing money through a network of sports entrepreneur and make sure this money is reinvested into sports accessibility, that's something that will make us pretty happy. But once again, it's just an idea at this point. And yes, we talk about the idea of redistributing our superpowers to the most amount of people. It's not just altruism, it's also because we strongly believe that behind this distribution strategy, we will empower sports accessibility. Sports accessibility is about health, is about enjoying the benefits and social connection of sports and all the reason why we love our jobs today. And it's a philosophy that we share across all business units, especially in Decathlon Canada. So I invite you to check some of our talks. We have Samuel talking about how we leverage AI and put it in the hands of the most amount of people in the sport industry, and we have plenty of other talks this week. To distribute all those ideas, we created a new website called developers.decathlon.com. It's literally aimed at empowering sport entrepreneurs. So far, it's just the beginning, so if you want to help us build those tools, you're welcome to get in touch with us. We have different APIs, just so you think about it. We have the Sport Places API, for example, that lists all the places that you can find to play sports, but we revisited the data model in order to maximize its accessibility. Let me explain. For example, if you want to go play ice hockey, we will check if the ice is most likely to be frozen or high quality, and therefore it will be a lot more accessible than paying for ice time fee. Things like that. So all in all, we really revisited through this mindset, what can we share with developers in our industry to empower them? And it loops back to eventually the hockey community story and many other startups we encountered. It seems they can't take off, it seems they can't really find the data set that they need or the distribution assets that they need to succeed. And we're just trying through a small team to help on this matter. We also revisited some of our front-end interface, like a new application that will come out in a few months called Decathlon Community to help some sports entrepreneur get visibility, or some sport places get visibility through this app. And all in all, we really embraced the idea of who can we empower. We have different audiences that we know we don't tackle yet, like tech sports startup, etc. But we're just thinking about it and doing our best. And I think if you love sports, what the message we're sending is together, let's make sport more accessible to the many, but that's just the Decathlon message. All in all, the message that I think we wanted to share is as we learn how to be 10x developer this week, thanks to your conference, Jan, let's make sure we're very conscious about how we redistribute our superpowers to the most amount of people in a very thoughtful manner, and eventually honor Uncle Ben from Spider-Man. So thank you, enjoy the week, and yeah, have a great time.